Welcome to this meditation on letting go, letting be, and allowing yourself to feel supported in this moment as you find a position where you might sit down or you may lay down. Just feel what is right for you in your body and in this moment. And allowing your body to be held, to be gently held between the words and between your inhale and your exhale. There's nothing you need to change right now. Just a quiet willingness to arrive. You might gently feel as if this is the time to close your eyes or soften your gaze. We begin with breath awareness and begin by noticing the breath just as it already is. No shaping it, and really no improving of it either. Simply notice. Simply notice. Simply notice. The breath moving and in its own rhythm. Let your awareness begin to drop a little deeper into the body. Feeling where you are supported inside your body and where the body meets the ground or the chair. You might notice areas of ease and areas that feel a little held or a little tight. Nothing really needs to shift. Just letting yourself feel. Just letting yourself feel what is here. And as you rest here, you might begin to sense, is there anything I'm holding on to? Not as a question that needs to be solved, but simply something to gently feel into. It could be a thought, an outcome, a conversation, or a hope, or a fear. Just noticing where the body or mind might be gripping. And simply acknowledging, ah, holding is here. Oh, holding is there also. Softening now, and very gently, you might explore the possibility of softening around that holding, not forcing it to go away, not pushing it to go away, but softening the grip. That's all. Kinda as if your awareness could create a little more space, a little more space around what you are holding. You might imagine your hands just gently unclenching a little, or your breath widening just slightly, and letting the experience be there without tightening around it, allowing it to just still be there without tightening around it. And now, sensing into outcome. Is there something you are waiting for or wanting, hoping will turn out a certain way? Just noticing and gently offering this inward reflection. What would it be like to meet this moment without needing to know the outcome? Not giving up caring either, but releasing the demand. Letting life unfold without gripping the result. You might silently say, I don't need to know right now. I can be here as this unfolds. And now allowing everything to be just as it is. Breath moving, people walking by, streets moving, the earth doesn't stop, body resting, even with life unfolding. Nothing to hold and nothing to push away. Just this silence for a few moments. And you might sense a quiet steadiness here. Certainly not because everything is resolved, but because you are not gripping. And as we begin to close this guided meditation, gently noticing the body again, the space around you. No need to rush. You might bring some small, gentle movements into the fingers, into the toes. And when you are ready, opening the eyes, carrying this with you, that you don't have to hold everything. You don't have to know the outcome. You can just meet your life or life itself as it unfolds. As it unfolds. And as it unfolds. I'm going to gently, physically move myself over to the yoga area and turn the camera on. Please take your time to set yourself up, and I'll meet you there. Go ahead and come into your comfortable cross-legged seat, sitting up tall on your yoga mat. Feel free to be sitting up on a bolster if you like. As we continue into our practice of just allowing everything to be here And we're not saying ask everything to be here as a gift. That would be another level of understanding. But you may feel that. You may feel that everything is unfolding as a gift. That's a very high vibration. But remember, we're human, so allow yourself to fully feel your feelings and be here now. We don't want to bypass any feelings of what is actually here. Very gently bringing your hands into prayer as you bow into your heart. You bow into the guidance of your own heart coming back to you, understanding that you really are your truest teacher and that you know even when you don't. Even when you don't is the knowing that I don't know. And allowing yourself to invoke a blessing for your class this morning. We can chant Om together once. You can hum it. You can hum it in your mind if that's better for where you are and the environment that you're at. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, releasing your hands down to your knees. Gently open up your eyes. Keep your gaze soft. It's as if the whole world has gone inside of you and you're going to come. Sorry, let me just move this away from my ear. We're going to come onto all fours, hands and knees. So move anything away that's in your way and allow yourself to just be present. Be present on your yoga mat. Fingers are spread wide. Your hands are at the front of your yoga mat. The breath is coming online. You can feel the breath moving in and out through your nose as you allow yourself to feel more in alignment with the practice that you want to give yourself today. Hands are spread, fingers spread wide, knees a little further back than the hips. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round, rounding up through the upper back, bringing the chin in, relaxing your jaw. Inhale to arch again. You can bend your elbows. You can feel the arch happening through your heart. And exhale to round. As you round, take yourself back and into your child's pose, all the way down, forehead down, the elbows can bend. And then inhale, rise back up again, arching your spine and rounding to go back into your child's pose. So just do a couple of more rounds at your breath pace. Inhale, exhale. And we just want to be in the body. So the quickest way for me, or the most understanding way, is to just follow my breath inside of the position that I'm moving through. So it's happening simultaneously that I follow the breath inside the position that I'm breathing into. So the body is the instrument for healing, for present moment understanding and awareness. Coming down now into your child's pose, elbows out to the side, bum coming down onto the heels. There's spaciousness here because we are grounded. We are on the ground and we are taking in Earth's energy. No matter if you are on the earth outside or in a skyscraper, right? So whatever earth that you are on is your ground. And that's what you're connecting with right now. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Very gently now. Come up onto all fours, hands and knees, and know that you can visit child's pose when your body is asking it. And let's step our left foot forward. It looks like this. Left knee right above your ankle. You can grab your blocks if you have them. Curling the back toes under, taking the right knee back. Come on up and interlace your fingers. Take the heels of your hands up, all the way up. Open up through your heart, sinking down. Open up through that heart center. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Releasing your hands down. Stepping now the back foot to the side. It looks like this. So we're going to come up and into a standing position with your left foot forward and your right foot back. So you're lining up your left heel with your back middle arch and your arms come up. Take a deep breath in as you look out to that middle left finger and as you bend deeply into that left knee. As you reach the arms up high, inhale, warrior two, but your arms are up high. So you're going to bring the arms down and straighten the leg. And then you're going to inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale and drop the hands down and straighten the leg. Inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Now release your hands down. Grab your blocks. Pivot your left foot in. Go to the other side, which I may come out of your view, but I think you'll know what to do. You're just dropping your left knee down. Your right knee is right above your ankle, and you're going to inhale and reach the arms up high. Interlace your fingers, heels of your hands up. Open up through your heart center, taking the arms further back. Deep breath in and deep breath out. There it is. Softening through your shoulders as you drop your hands down. Come on up and pivot your left foot down. You're now lining up the right heel with your back middle arch. You're coming into a pretty wide stance, warrior two stance. You're going to reach your arms up, and then you're going to bend into the front knee, warrior two. And you're going to inhale and reach the arms up high and gaze up. And you're going to exhale and bend into that right knee. And then you're going to inhale and reach up. Amazing. Exhale and sink it down. Inhale and reach it up. Exhale and bend. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. So good. And then reaching the arms all the way up again. Pivot your right foot in. So now you're lining up your big toes, hands to your hips. Lift up through your heart. Inhale, Padarita Padottanasana. Exhale, fold over all the way down. Hands can drop down to where they're underneath your shoulders. Just gently move into this. So for me, I know I need to bend my knees a little bit. Just kind of feels like I need to give it some time to awaken, bring some awareness to the legs. So I'm bending both knees with a long spine. Chin away from chest, heart lengthening forward, and I'm just continuing to bend the knees. And then I'm going to come into more of a straighter leg, and I want you to bring one hand looking down as you look down to that one hand, the other hand up for a twist, and then you can gaze up to the side. Lean a bit more forward, feel it in the hamstrings. Legs are as straight as you're able to. If they feel too tight, slight bend is great. Exhale, release your upper arm down and bring the other arm up. Inhale to exhale. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then releasing it down. Stretch your hands way out in front of you as if you were in the longest, widest downward facing dog you've ever done. Sit bones rising up high, head dropping down, yet chin away from chest. And then slowly start to drop down onto one knee Then the other for frog pose, it looks like this. I'm going to bring a block out in front of me. I'm going to take my knees pretty wide. I'm going to flex through the feet and come down onto my forehead with the block or something, whatever you have there, maybe a book. Deep breath in here, deep breath out. Now I find more of the arch spine, so drop your belly, drop your heart. So let your sit bones go up and then take your weight back a little bit and you'll start to feel it in the hips a bit more. It does look like I'm on my knees, but truly in actuality, I'm in my inner groins. So eventually that kind of happens there. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then very slowly start to bring the legs together, all the way together for child's pose, any which way, forehead down, deep breath in, deep breath out, relax the shoulders. And it's almost like you erase the poses with this moment, with this intentional awareness of into this moment. You're like letting go of what you've done. It's always a chance to let go, inside the practice. And then when you're ready, let's come back up again. Let's go to the front of our yoga mat. Let's curl the toes under. Let's bring the hips up high. Let's come into downward facing dog. Hips all the way up high. Head drops down low. And then just bend one knee, straighten up the other. Take it side to side. Inhale. Exhale. Side to side, side to side. Good. And then rock yourself forward to a plank. Draw the belly button in. Just plank. Lifting your head up, chin away from chest, melting your heart down. Heels back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Drop the left knee to the ground. Line up your left hand and your left knee with your back, middle, right arch. Vashisthasana. Left side. Right arm lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the hand down for these like real nice little circles with the arms. So inhaling up, exhaling back, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Good. Inhaling, exhaling, changing sides. So dropping the right hand down, dropping the right knee down, lining up the right hand, the right knee, the back, middle, left arch, lifting up through the left arm, maybe even lifting up through that back leg if you'd like to. You don't have to, right? So either time you just don't have to, but see what's right for you. And then moving through with that left arm, the upper arm, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Good. And then releasing it down. Let's step the left foot forward. We're going to come into triangle pose. Use your blocks if if you'd like to use them today, and bring them to the outside of your foot. I like to come up to standing to move into triangle. You may want to do it a different way, but the front foot is intersecting that back middle arch, all things that you've just done. Take a deep breath in. The arms are reached up high. Inhale, exhale, reach out in front of where you're going. And then the hand drops down. Breathe. So the embodiment is there with your breath, right? It's also there with the pressing down of both feet. It's feeling the inner edges of both feet. It's feeling the outer edges. It's feeling the heels. It's also softening through the heart and the rib cage, dropping down through that right side. Look, if you're getting one or two things out of everything I'm saying, you're doing great. Just know that, right? I don't mean to bombard. It's just a gentle way to understand where we're at. You don't have to look up. I'd like you to just bring your head back as if you were leaning back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Right arm's going to go forward now as you stretch through the side. Extreme side angle stretch as you bend into that left knee. As you extend and open up your left chest, more open towards the heart center. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Rise up to stand. Bring your blocks with you. Pivot your left foot in. You're changing sides. So go ahead and bring those blocks to the outside of your other foot. I think it's the right foot. It could be different for you. So don't want to assume where you're at. Lining up the right heel with your back middle arch, bringing the arms up. Deep breath in, and then exhale, reaching out in front, dropping your hand down to the place that feels more appropriate for your body in this moment. That's it. Head back, upper body back, everything leaning back, left thigh back. Breath in, breath out, inner edges of the feet pressing, relaxing through your jaw. Left hand can go on the left hip. You can bend into that right knee for Pasva Konasana. Sometimes I even drop my block down a little bit further and take that left arm up and over the ear as we rotate the right chest more open towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, but yet head is back. Inhale, exhale, releasing down with your left hand and moving through your vinyasa. So you can go to plank, then you can go to upward facing dog or cobra. So take your time. You may even decide, like I am, I'm going to take 5 deep breaths in down dog. I don't feel like I want to move through the vinyasa. So see what's feeling right for you and connect in with that. Inhale to exhale, and now come back and into your child's pose, whether it's with your bolster or not. And then just let your head turn to one side. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Soften your fingertips and then turn your head the other way. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Please, let's take a detour. You can have your bolster out in front. If you've got your blanket, let's move into your pigeon pose, right side. Notice if the right knee is tender today. If it is, do thread the needle, do a different hip opener. But I like this because we're going to come back and we're going to just kind of soften down and into our pelvic floor. The right heel can be close to the body because it's not an overstretch of the right hip. Now focus on your breath. Now just let the alignment be as it is and start to come down, either down onto your bolster or down onto the ground, and just allowing your body to just kind of stop moving, right? So the ebb and the flow of the breath and the energy will always be there, but you've stopped to physically move because now you're really sensing how the body is feeling. Relaxing your fingers, relaxing your skin. Maybe taking a few sighs in through nose and out through mouth. Deep breath in, deep breath out, following the breath, following the exhale all the way till it's finished. Relaxing your shoulders and your belly as you do this. Amazing. And just simply change sides. So I'm going to lean onto my right hip, bringing the other leg forward. Unless you want to move through down dog and move through your vinyasa, if you feel like that's what's coming to you, then please honor that. Going back with the other leg, keeping your focus on your breath. All right, relax your jaw and allow yourself to come down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. and allowing the body to come as it is, meaning if there is a few little aches and pains, maybe you need to do it a different way or back off a different way. Sending those positive and kind messages to the body really does help it to soften and heal in its own time. This precious body that we're carrying in a lot of ways needs to be given back to the earth, right? It's on loan, basically, right? So we're taking good care of it. It will be returned. And for now, we get to experience a whole life's journey through it, right? So really taking good care as you breathe in through nose, out through nose. And then taking your time to come up, moving through your vinyasa or 5 deep breaths in down dog. And I'll meet you on your back. Inhale, exhale. Coming back. Hopefully you've got a strap. If you've got a towel, that's great. If you've got a sweater that you don't mind, but will stretch a bit. Bringing that strap to the ball of your right foot. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Amazing. Yep. Right hand grabbing onto the right, left grabbing onto the left. Opening up through the heart center. Inhale, exhale, and allowing the snow globe of your practice, if you will, to start to fall into a different area. So kind of what I mean by that is we haven't jumped around a lot, but we've done a lot of poses right now. And so now that you're laying down, it's as if the little snowflakes of your awareness and the busyness of your life is beginning to fall into maybe a different puzzle piece because you've shaken up the energy in a good way, right? In a parasympathetic nervous system way. So left leg down, left hand grabs onto both sides of your strap, and you're allowing this right leg now to go over to the left side. Left pinky toe can drop, and opening up through your heart and just kind of reaching over to that right side. Right palm is open. Inhale, exhale. If you don't have any type of strap, obviously just to do a stretch that is your favorite twist in this moment. And then bending the knee, coming back to center. Bring foot, left leg is all the way up. Left hand grabs on, right hand grabs on. For a moment in time, you're just here with your breathing. You're feeling the leg coming down and not just overhead. There's a softness about you, even though you are doing something. You are also opening up to your being nature, which helps you to do the work that you're doing in the world with, an open heart, and that grace steps in. When we do that, we're letting go of what we think is and what should happen, and allowing and dropping down through that right leg. That doesn't say that we don't do everything we can to make it a certain way. We do. And then right hand grabs onto both sides of your strap, taking that left leg over to the right elbow down, gazing over to that left side. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Relax your jaw. Maybe let out a few sighs if that's, the right thing for you to do in this moment. My Australian heart would say if that's in order, if that's what you feel is what you need, in other words. So not really literal, that's in order. Nothing like that. It's a way of saying it. So now right knee hugs in and left leg's going to go down, flexing through both feet, pointing and flexing, feeling and connecting. Yeah, happy hips now. Happy hips. Changing sides, bringing the other knee in, flexing and pointing, breathing and connecting. Inhale, exhale, relaxing your jaw. And now coming into a place, if there is a different pose that you need to do before you can rest, in final rest, please allow yourself to find that position. You could always move into a supported bridge. Otherwise, you could put a bolster underneath your knees, which is probably the nicest position for this moment. But decide what it is that you're working with. Keep yourself warm. Reposition yourself, putting your sweater on so that you can come into a final rest that feels warm and integrated. That's why another reason why we have yoga blankets is to use them in Shavasana, right? To really allow the warmth that we built to stay in the body, to feel hugged, to feel held, and then coming down and opening up the palms. You could always take your legs up the wall as well. And you can use your strap or whatever you have there for your eyes. You need to put something over your eyes, allowing yourself to let go now of your practice, of your effort, relaxing your toes, relaxing all 10 toes, letting them fall open, and relaxing your ankles, your shins, and your calf muscles, and your knees, and your thighs, and your left hip and your right hip, your lower belly, your heart. Relax your heart, your left shoulder and your right shoulder, relaxing your face and really relaxing the eyes, letting them be very gently falling back into their home, letting the breath come as it wants to come in and as it wants to leave. It just does. It just does what it does. The body is essentially being breathed. Very gently now, start to make little movements if you haven't already, back to your body. Just moving your fingers and your toes, and roll yourself over to the right side, making a gentle pillow with your arm. And starting to come up into up on your bolster or not, trying to just kind of stay in the flow of your practice. Not don't need to make it a perfect seat, and just allowing yourself to be present, bringing one hand on your heart and the other hand on top of it. We did not make an intention for class today, but maybe it's because you may need one for the whole day in this very moment. It's never too late to make an intention. Please feel free to do that right now. What is it that you feel like you need today? It could be one word. And very gently bringing hands into prayer and sealing our practice in with one Om. Let's take a deep breath. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, Heidi. It means the world to me.
Thanks, Laura.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know if you'd still be there. Great. Yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure.
I
And
just hope I can stay as calm as you throughout my day.
oh, goodness. I wouldn't be able to if I were me doing what you do, just so you know.
You have your own like life, right? That is like turmoil. So it's everybody's got their own stuff, and it's a challenge for all of us to stay in the center and calm.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not supposed to actually know it all the time. I think we forget on purpose because we're supposed to remember the calm when we do remember, and that's an enlightening moment. That's at least how I see it, so that we don't have to be so worried about being a certain way. We just do our best.
I like that comment you made, like our body is on loan. So that I'll have to think about that one. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it gives me chills. It is on loan. Yeah, we give it back. So I know when I'm renting something, I take extra good care of it. It's not mine.
All
So,
right. I'll take care, Malara.
yeah, but taking care of it anyway. Okay, bye, sweetie. Love you. You still have to take care of
You.
it. Bye, honey. You're welcome.